Good Thursday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Thursday. Now, looking at the radar right now, as you can see, those wind advisories are still up, and we still do have this precipitation out here going all the way from Beaufort all the way down. Probably should extend it out for like Conway, Myrtle Beach, Loris, Kingstree, Lake City, Pamplona, and Florence and Dillon as well, going to North Carolina. And what you can see is look at this. Look at these thunderstorms back here. They're by themselves, they're isolated, and they're not interfering with anything. That's not what we want to see at all, especially when it comes to tornadoes as well. This morning rain was actually supposed to be here for a while too, but look at it already trying to move out of the area. Now, whatever this does, um, you know, whatever it does, it does. But like the fact that it's moving out quickly, and you can see the little lightning strikes already from these storms already. They're starting to be more isolated. We'll talk about the models later though, and see what that shows as well. Let's go ahead and talk about the entire United States though as well. If we go ahead and zoom out, you can see already that rain near us. I'm gonna switch over to winter weather radar. See that rain near us. You're getting some severe weather down in Florida as well. Potential for a tornado or two down there. We also do have some rain up there inside of Detroit, Indiana, Illinois, New York, Pennsylvania, as well as places in the Mid-Atlantic. And we also do have some rain up here inside of Minnesota and the Dakotas as well as up here inside of Washington. Other than that, I mean, the Northeast, maybe a couple of raindrops up there in Maine, but I mean, look at the West and pretty much most of the western central U.S. looking good out there. Not really too much to talk about when it comes to that. Moving on, cloud cover right now, obviously, cloud cover right now, not it's not looking too well right now. It's like very dark right now, especially even at my house. It's dark already, um, and it's looking winds are starting to pick up a little bit. I think I got around. Let me go back and take a quick check on that real quick. I think, yeah, 2.89, so almost 3 inches of rain has already fallen at my house. Very, very interesting thing. If you go ahead and look at the max wind gust has already hit up to 13 miles an hour at my house. Not, of course, this is not the main event yet. It's supposed to be really early afternoon, late afternoons when we're supposed to see those highest wind gusts as well. Continuing on, here's our maximum temperature, not maximum temperatures, our current temperatures right now: 62 in Greenville, 66 in Columbia, 68 in Charleston, 64 in Myrtle Beach, 62 in Rock Hill, 66 in Sumter, 64 in Florence, 66 in Augusta, 68 in Savannah. Here's our maximum temperatures for today, our high temperatures. High temperatures can reach around pretty much 70s, like all throughout South Carolina. I don't think I see a single 60 or a 80. So I'm pretty sure. Well, unless if you're up there like in the upstate, then yeah. But other than that, I think pretty much everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone like 75 in Greenville, 75 in Spartanburg, 74 in Greenville, 75 in Spartanburg, 78 in Columbia, 75 in Charleston, 73 in Myrtle Beach, 75 in Hilton Head Island, 74 in Rock Hill. So unless you're in that little tip up there inside the upstate, everyone your high should be inside the mid 70s. Peak sustained wind gusts for today. Sorry, peak sustained wind. I don't know why I keep on doing that, but peak sustained winds for today gonna be around 20 to 25 miles an hour for most. The closer you are to the coast, the higher those peak sustained winds will get. Same thing with gusts as well. Those gusts can be reaching up to 40 miles an hour along the coast, and pretty much 35 to 40 miles an hour pretty much everywhere else. And remember, with those storms, the wind gusts could gust of up to 10 to 20 miles higher than what's already forecasted already. Forecasted precipitation from today going into this morning all the way to tomorrow morning. We can still see another inch and a half to maybe even 2 inches still in Charleston, Georgetown, Myrtle Beach, but the highest totals will definitely be the coastal Berkeley County, where a good 3 inches could be, 2 to 3 inches could be possible there. 1.5, 1 to 1.5 inches all the way from Walterboro, Monk's Corner, Kingstree as well. We also will have around a good 0.5 to 1 inch totals, all the way going into like Columbia and Sumter, Girard, Florence, and even a quarter to a half an inch from Greenville, Spartanburg, Newberry, and Winnsboro as well. Here's our SPC outlook. I'm surprised they have not put out a slight risk yet because of the update inside of North Carolina. Honestly, I would have, but again, I kind of expect that to change over a while. If they don't, though, they don't. But I mean, as you can see, still the same probability as yesterday, but the 5% risk of tornadoes did get kind of removed, and now all of South Carolina is under a 2% risk now, so still have to watch out for a brief isolated tornado. Hail, no hail is expected. Wind, no wind is expected, so they must have updated this. Yeah, they did. Okay, so on that last front, I guess I didn't see the update, but yeah, so now everyone's just under a marginal risk. I mean, I don't know if y'all can hear the wind outside my window as well, because I have a kind of like a plant tree type thing outside my window, and it's hitting up against the window from that wind already. But continuing on, moving on, here's our excessive rainfall outlook. We do have a marginal risk of excessive rainfall still in effect for mainly mainly for like the low country, PD, up into the northern parts of South Carolina as well. So what I can say, say with this, pretty much still watch out for that potential gusty winds today. I mean, that's gonna last pretty much from now until like 8 p.m. tonight. Potentially, just matters where you are. Like, I think the closer you are to the coast, the longer it's gonna last. But if you're up there, it's not like the upstate, it's not gonna last as long. Just matters on where you are. And how close you are. I mean, just looking at, I do want to take a look at the models though too, because that's also important. If we switch over to the composite reflectivity and go straight to the 11Z, you can kind of see it has all these things forecasted. But look at this, it kind of has these storms gonna try and refire and gonna try and push through, which is why we're gonna have to watch from around 1 to 2, maybe even 3 p.m. for these storms as well, especially down here. These are the storms right here, going all the way from Florence, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and Savannah. This is the area that I'm watching the most, for sure. And then, at around 5 p.m., I don't know, I may go live for this, I'm not sure, but just determined on what they do. But around 4 p.m., the HRRR actually has these isolated severe storms that's going to form inside the upstate of South Carolina and go up into, like, North Carolina. And pretty much, I definitely am watching out for this, because this is something that, for sure, I think needs to be watched immensely. That's why I think a 5% risk of tornadoes is needed, but, again, I'm going to let them do what they want with that. And then there are some more showers on the backside. And those wind gusts as well, continuing on, the wind gust as well, you can see it already. As we continue on, those wind gusts will increase, especially as we get into like the 1 to 2 p.m. Those storms as well, as they push off, can still hold about to 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gust as well. And then we continue through, and then there goes the second round right there, and then causing even some 60 to 70 mile an hour winds up there inside of the apps as well. But that's going to be about it. So thank you guys so much for watching this forecast update. Make sure that if you are driving, watch out for those winds, obviously, because those winds will be whipping today. I will let you know tonight what my max wind gust was and how much rain fell and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I may be live later at around 4 to 5 p.m. just to see what those storms up there inside the upstate are doing. But if nothing's happening, and it's just a couple of storms, then I won't go live. But just determined on what they do. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back this evening or during the live stream at 5.